Hunters, with title update 2, we have a new challenger on the battlefield. In this video I will break down the Seregios fight and end with the rewards. Let's get into it. Now before I start, let's get into the good, the bad and the ugly of this new addition to Monster Hunter Wilds. The good, the fight is actually pretty fun. It's fast paced and in general very enjoyable. The bad, the rewards are somewhat lacking and I don't think I will see it come up in the meta. If you stay with me, I will explain in detail what I mean. The ugly, which is actually a good thing, Seregios as a tier 8 5-star monster hits like an absolute truck. I actually had to change my equipment to my indestructible build to beat it, as the damage was just ridiculous. With that out of the way, let's get into the fight. Before you can start Seregios, you need to be hunter rank 31 or above and complete the main mission, A World Turned Upside Down. So let's quickly go through the Seregios' weaknesses. Head and the wings are breakable, his tail is severable, and his legs are breakable too. His legs are his weak point, so you should focus your main attacks on his legs to maximize your damage. Breaking his head and severing his tail can help you reduce the amount of skills he throws at you, so basically reducing the overall bleed damage. In regards to damage, recommended elemental attack is either ice or thunder. The rest of the status effects is just like used to, there's not really that much interesting. Again, the flash pot here is really handy to keep him grounded and using a shock trap or a pitfall trap to capture him when he's at low health. Seregios in his 6-star form is quite fun. He's all about dishing out bleed damage, so it's helpful to pick up some resistance against bleed by using the suture jewel in your armor. Seregios is all about being in the air most of the time and doing his slide attacks. This makes him vulnerable to flash pots. Don't forget to use them to get him back on the ground. His slide attacks are also quite easy to see and he repeats them multiple times. Make sure you dodge at the right time. So when he's on the ground he has his tail attacks or he just stomps you with his feet, but will get up in the air quite quickly again. Will throw out his bracers towards you and then go in towards a slide attack. If he does his main slide attack, they can get a wound on them and then you can just basically take him down quite easy. So the slide animation tactic helps you create a wound on his feet and then you can just really take him down really quickly. He's all about going towards the air and then moving towards you. So you need to be dodging quite a lot of time, especially if you're playing like I am. The insect glaive, evade extender and stuff like that is not really so, is something that can really help you overall. Make sure that the bleed effects that you can get off them, you can use eating meat to stop it, or you can crouch and rest to get off the bleed effect. However, Seregios is not going to give you enough time to just get rid of the bleed effect, so it's better to just equip more bleed persistence to prevent bleeding totally if you're having a lot of issues with them at this level. Keep him on the ground, hit him on his weak spots, and then you can quite easily get this done. Now the tier 8 5-star Seregios is something completely different. He absolutely hits like a truck. Especially with his slide attacks, he can basically cart you in one go. It is a quite difficult fight just because he does so much damage and he is just really fast. He stays in the air and basically he slides you to death. That does the most damage. He has the simple slides where he just hits you, and then he has this really hard slide which also creates a wound on his feet where you can actually damage him and then you can stun him. But if you miss that and he hits you, you're either carded or close to it. Bleeding damage also takes a lot of effect, so I say make sure that you do not take any bleed damage, and that will be your way to beat this. Make sure you stack up defense, use the indestructible or also called the immortal build with a lot of defense to make sure that you can really take the hits. He just hits so hard. Even with so many damage reduction, he still gets chunks out of your health. So it is a challenge. It is what we have asked for. So here it is. So I hope everybody likes this as well, but it is doable. I will go out here on a limb though, and I think that Seregios is actually harder as a tier 8 5-star boss than a Chris. Just because of the damage he does and how much it is and how much defense you need to stack to actually survive. And I didn't really had that problem with Glaive Chris. So for me that actually make it more difficult. I think that for a lot of people this will be the more difficult fight. Let's get in the armor. I'm gonna look at the beast version mostly because the beast version in my opinion is just better with more decorations. which gives you more options. Looking at the helmet. So the helmet has adrenaline rush and bleeding resistance, which, to be honest, only if you go really specific, I wouldn't really understand why you would take this. One thing I'm also a little bit sad about is that it's a rarity 7, not a rarity 8. So means overall a little bit less defense, but yeah, that's me. I don't really see this really a useful piece. Interesting quality of life. Within TU update, you have skill info right away. So going on the mail, we have evade window and agitators. Pretty okay piece. Only has level 2 decoration slot and a level 1 decoration slot, which makes it okay. Not gonna break anything, I have to say. Fan braces. Adrenaline rush level 2. The slots, level 3 slot and level 1 slot is also quite good. So I think that this might be, if you're going for adrenaline rush, you might be able to work with this. Go for the coil, you have the agitator and the evade window, which is not bad. You have the decorations is also pretty good here, level 3 and 2 level 1s. But I have to see how this can combine with other pieces to really be good. And the Greaves has adrenaline rush level 2 and agitator level 1. So it's basically, if you build this, you have built between agitator and adrenaline rush, and you have to fit and put other pieces together. But I don't think, based on the other sets that are already there, it will win over that. I would have liked to see a little bit more on these. I just don't know why they went for adrenaline rush as skill, but that's just me. Seregios tenacity is the set bonus, which basically extends the duration of adrenaline rush. And for level 2, when you need 4 pieces, if triggered again while the skill is active, further increases attack. While this is interesting, I don't think it will be used very much, just based on the pieces we have. Let's quickly go to the weapon, Teal. To be honest, I like the overall look and feel from it. And it has the equipment skill, blade skill honing. And I think my disappointment here is that this isn't anywhere on the armor. I would have liked it on the armor instead of the weapon. Narrowly evading a monster's attack while your weapon is drawn grants special sharpness. While I can do all kind of things with it, it will always be worse than an Artian at rarity 8. And that has to do mainly if you go for the overall decorations you can put on it. To be honest, I still don't understand why Capcom doesn't just give these rarity 8 weapons more tier 3 slots, compete with the Artian weapons. I just don't understand. It would give so much more possibilities and actually maybe make them viable. So I don't know why they do it. So you have blade skill honing. If that was on the armor, I think it would be way better, but it isn't, so this is what we have to deal with. And that's it. My overview and breakdown of Seregios. I really like the fight. I love that it made it really hard, but I'm a little bit disappointed about the armor and the weapons. I would have really loved something that would really shake up the meta. I hope you liked the video, so leave a like. Let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested in what you think of this fight. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay sharp. Happy hunting.